Here we are at the entrance to the Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals, MCACN. And they always put some interesting things out in the lobby here. Big Christmas ball, Chicago Police Department car. And there's a really crazy looking car over here with a bubble for a whole roof, which is really wild. Of course, you got the sports show going on too at the same time. Hi, Steve. How are you? Yeah.
There you go. That's when you got nothing else to do.
All right, here we are at the Muscle Car and Corvette National Show. Beautiful neon sign that Bob Ashton has. And we want to thank him for supporting Meldrum's Monster Garage, putting a nice advertisement in his magazine. And here we are coming up on the first display here. A beautiful 1965 Shelby Cobra right next to a 1963 Bill Thomas Cheetah. And quick story about cheetahs. Cheetahs are built currently right around the corner from me. My buddy Craig Ruth, right on Route 82, has all the molds for this car. And he can make you a cheetah. I don't know if he's kind of still in business, but he's got all the parts to build these things. Very, very cool car. Boy, this year is the year of the Mustangs, Boss Mustangs. Where are you, Bob Yost? Why didn't you bring your Mustang up here? I think don't you have a blue one? These guys are in front of me. Anyway, there it is. Boss 429, very nice car. But I love when they do this. They get all the same kind of cars, but different colors. Boss 302s, Boss 429s. And of course on the other side here, they got pretty much the same thing. So the whole entrance to the show is all these Boss Fords. I don't know anything about these. Meldrum's Monster Garage, talk about Chevelles. I'm right on board with you. But Mustangs, I'm sure there's people that like them though. Now this is a cool looking car. Wow, look at the customization in this. Very, very cool.
Boy, look at the seats.
Right. And this big body Buick display. Oh my God, my dad would be going nuts on this display. Just gorgeous. Dad always had a big Buick in the garage. Wildcats and LeSabres and Electras when he was working for GM. Very, very cool. Just look at these beauties. Man, oh man. This was luxury back in the 70s. It really was. You had power, you had comfortable seats, even convertibles. Wildcats. Just awesome. And look at this Riviera. Woo-wee! Just love the back window on these things. And I wish I could, maybe I can. The dashboards on these things were just unbelievable. Very cool. And of course, there's Wayne Carini here. Watch, his head kind of follows you. It's weird as hell. Isn't that crazy? It looks like he's following us. Anyway. We're coming up. There he is. There's Wayne. He's on air. We'll stop by and say hi to him later. Chicago Chevrolet Vega. Georgie, what do you think of that? Some Monzas and some Vegas. Yeah, we're coming into traffic here, so.
Just not a good traffic.
Very cool. I'm going to pause a second. All right, we're back in the barn finds. Larry tells me this was his first car. What is it? 1964 Plymouth Belvedere. I always hear Larry talking about this car. Very cool. Got a Camaro and a little small block here.
There was 47 of them here lately.
I tell you. This place gets crowded. It's really hard to videotape in here. I tell you what, I'll try to do my best. Look like you got a Ram-R over here. You got a winged car over here. Just some neat stuff down through here. I always like this body style. I hate to tell people this, but this car reminds me a lot of a Chevelle. I think it has that, 68 to 72. I think the Challenger has a lot of the same body lines. Pretty cool. Look at that. Very cool. What do we got here? 1971 Dodge Challenger RT 446 pack. Very cool. But that air cleaner is worth a lot of money. Convertible. Look at this poor convertible. Just all tore up. Nice old Corvette back here, 1959. Of course, we had a 59 on Meldrum's Monster Garage that Mike just sold. So very cool. Let's see if I can sneak back in here and take a look at this. Look at that. All the mouse chewings there. Excuse me. Trying to get around people, it's a challenge. There we go with the Challenger body style again, 1970. Like how the exhaust comes out the side there. Very cool. Boy, this Oldsmobile, I wouldn't put this in barn finds. That's a cool car. First Olds. Very good. Let's see if I can roll up the other side here. Give you as much as I can. We tried to get through here the other day and it was just totally crowded. They should put this Boss 429 in the same row with all the beautifully restored Boss 429s. Just my opinion. But who am I? Who am I? Mark Meldrum, Meldrum's Monster Garage. 1969 Plymouth GTX. That's a cool Oldsmobile here. Poor old car. Beat the crap. Very interesting. This car was really nice back in its day. And now look at the restoration it would take to get that done. Jeez. First Olds. 1970 Oldsmobile. Look at this. Quite a story on this one. I'll take a picture of this. Over a different microphone. Hopefully it's coming through okay. And canceling out some of the noise here. But they had so many barn find cars this year, they actually put it outside the normal area. 69 Dodge Charger 500. Boy, look at this. Our friend Terry Branch at Henderson Driveline has one of these Can-Ams, 6.6 liter. This one's got T-tops. Very cool car. Looks like they're this car motors down the road just fine. 1977 Pontiac Can-Am. Very cool. As we roll down here, we've got a 1966 Dodge Corvette. What else we got here? 1963 Pontiac Parisienne. Let's look at the inside of this car. Very cool. Alright, rolling down through here. And end up our barn tour find with a 1965 Plymouth Fury. Interesting car. 4-door. Let's look at the inside of this. Look at that shifter. Pretty cool. Long way to go if they ever want to restore it, but I think this is just fine, just the way it looks. Just leave it that way with the screwdriver right in for the key there. Cute. Let's change gears and switch over to some beautifully restored triple diamond Corvettes here. The 1967 Corvette. This is the finest of fine when it comes to Corvettes. They're going for a triple diamond award, which is award here, award at Bloomington Gold, and I can't remember where the other award comes from, but a big Corvette restoration type points. judged awards. Oh my God, just gorgeous. Look at this car. Ooh. It's already filling up here. I apologize that we're not going to be able to get close up to a lot of these cars. I've been so busy getting the 70 Chevelle ready this weekend and talking to people about that. I haven't had time to kind of roll through here at the show and videotape anything. We got some cool stories, but I just haven't had time to put it to tape here. But we will try to catch as much as we can of the show as we walk around here. Look at these beautiful Corvettes. Oh, very, very nice. All right, we'll sign off here and catch back up with you in another area. Woo, triple red. Look at this. 2 Pontiac Judges right next to each other. Same color. Oh my God. I just love it. Look at these things. You are not seeing double. There are 2 cars here. 1969 Pontiac Judges. Beautiful cars. Just about the same. Both have manual transmissions. Forgot to note what engine they have. Look at this. Very cool. Another cool display here. 1963 Impala SS. I think I videotaped that the other day. And of course, they got some nice 62, 63, 64 Impalas down through here. I'm sure you'll be pleased to know we'll probably be starting on the 59 Impala and Meldrum's Monster Garage videos soon to come. There's a 60. Very cool. Very similar. Tri-power. That's what we have. That we'll be working on for Mike next. So, it's going to take a lot of muscle to get this car together. They're big and heavy displays here if you want to make a couch out of the back end of your car. Very unique idea. Got the lights, everything. Make a bar out of it. But pretty cool. They're into collectibles. Auto World has all these cool collectibles. They custom make things just for the show here. So they have a 2023 MCACN
My girlfriend, I was talking about.
Very, very cool. Nice job, guys. Got a videotape this 71 Plymouth Roadrunner for my cousin Dwayne. Look at this gorgeous restoration, Dwayne. Very, very cool. Very, very nice job on this. I'll see if I can find a 72 for you today, Dwayne. This Corvette van's really cool. And I'm glad they bring them to the show. I mean, they're just a van, but look at them. They're just so cool. Tow trucks and all these pickup trucks. Just very, very cool stuff. And of course, they had a lot of special Mickey Camaros down through here, way up as far as you can. And if you need a t-shirt or memorabilia or just little knickknacks, they got it here at the Muscle Car and Corvette National Store here. I guess Reggie Jackson actually came by the display the other day and he put together a deal with Gary. And there were probably about 10 of these bikes at about a couple grand a piece. And included in it was my bike. But unfortunately, went back through and decided what he wanted to buy, and they took my bike off the list. So it won't be going to Reggie Jackson's display, but could have been. And it'll always be a cool story that Reggie Jackson could have owned my bike. And I got Bob's Aston's bike right here. Maybe it's Bob or Ian's, I'm not sure. But that's a seat that actually sold those guys. And they took it off of one of the other bikes I had and put it on this very, very original bike. So, nice add to it. A cool little 73 Nova SS. Got the same steering wheel as a 72 Chevelle. Very cool. Neat little car. My mom had a 1972 Nova. And the way these cars were built, super, super cheap back in the day. I remember the car was only a year old. We were driving back from the mall, and the exhaust fell right off the car. Oh, yeah, beautiful 1973 SD 455. Awesome car. Man, here's one car I had. I kicked myself for not buying. I had an opportunity to buy one of these, a black one, probably in the 1990s. And I think the selling price at that time was about 13 grand. And boy, I don't know. I didn't have 2 pennies to rub together then, but man, it would have been a good investment. Pontiac here.
I got you.
Toward this way.
Well, that's what he wanted. We pulled him over.
Yeah, 6901. Look at that aluminum block there. Woo! Big dollar. Big dollar. Very cool. Very cool cars. There's beautiful things. Beautiful. Look at the engine on this train, too. What do you think of this? Bobby Yost, you're doing one of these cars right now. Sure you'd like to talk to Phil Mitchell. Hopefully you can pick up on a few details here. It's like the blue seats in this. I just love these cars. I can't wait to see Bobby when we get this car done. It'll be very, very cool. Of course, here's one of the cars we judged yesterday, and it was built by Rick Nelson and company. And it's part of a very special display owned by Phil Mitchell. So all the cars in this display, I believe, are Phil Mitchell, including that 69 Trans Am over there, that beautiful Camaro was 69. Firebird here. Try to get around and see. Look at this beautiful Buick 59 annual Indianapolis 500 1975 Buick convertible pace car. And that's something else. Look at that. There it is at Indy. There's so many people around this frame all weekend. I'm going to get a chance to kind of give you a close-up of it now that everybody's gone. This is move-out day. So here's what this Buick frame actually looked like. Very, very nice detail on this. Very cool. Just look at it. Boy, the paint was never that nice leaving the Buick factory, let me tell you. Look how shiny it is. There, Dave Bassick talking with Kevin, and looks like they just got interviewed. Did you get interviewed?
Already done.
Very cool. How'd that go?
Really great.
That's cool. Congratulations.
Thanks, buddy.
Good to see you on video on somebody else's channel,
Yeah.
other than Meldrum's Monster Garage.
That's hey, I like them all.
And we enjoyed your party last night. Thanks for the invitation.
My pleasure. We had a great time.
Yep.
You're always welcome. When you guys come to the door, it's a big smile on my face to see all you guys.
Oh, that was good. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Hey, Mark Meldrum, Meldrum's Monster Garage, and we're back in Ohio. We've got the 1970 Chevelle back from Chicago. I want to thank Uncle Larry and Mike for driving through the night. We got home about 3 a.m. and here it is the afternoon, and we unloaded the car. Mike and I unloaded the car off the trailer. I think Uncle Larry's still sleeping. He'll probably be sleeping for a week, but he was a lot of help. Getting the car back on the trailer and loaded up was a giant fiasco trying to get out of Chicago. If you got one thing to improve on, MCACN, you got to come up with a better way to get the cars in and out of the show. I know it's a big job, but something to work on for you guys. As you can see, I got the trophy sitting on top of the car here. We got a gold Day 2 Concourse award and then a platinum pick from the judges. I'm not quite sure what the award is for, but we really appreciate it. I imagine it was from the judges. The car scored super good. So really, really happy with that. We got a little present here from our buddy Jerry out in Las Vegas, and these are little spoons, and these have a little Chevrolet logo on it that Jerry got us. So we got a spoon for Jerry, got a spoon for Uncle Larry, and got a spoon for Mike, got a spoon for Mark, in case we go out for ice cream someday. I am going to put these, maybe Jerry, when you come back to Ohio, we go out for ice cream in this car. So I'm going to put them right in the glove compartment. Look at that, even the light works for the glove compartment. All right, so we're all set there in case we ever go out for ice cream. Want to thank Artie. There's a little model on top of the car here that was a birthday present for Mike. So Mike's off camera here, but happy birthday to Mike. And it is his actual birthday today. And once again, want to thank everybody. John, Edie got us a battery to put in the car, and I've still got that battery, and somehow we'll get it back to you, John. But thanks a lot. It was great talking to you and your wife while you were at the show. And I want to wish everybody, hope they had safe travels, got your cars back home, fine and dandy. And I want to thank everybody that helped us out. Getting the car there, getting it into the show, all the judges judging it, all the people that came and said hello that had watched the car being built for the last year. I mean, we had, who was it, Chris from Montana, and our gentleman from Alaska.
Mr. K.
What was that?
Mr. K.
Mr. K. I'm going to look it up. But
Anchorage.
they were from Anchorage, Alaska, flew all the way down and came right up to us and said, hey, you're Uncle Larry. Hey, you're Mark. Hey, you're Mike. And just knew all the characters we have on Meldrum's Monster. Johnny K. That's what it was. So thanks. It was nice meeting you and your wife. And there were a ton of people we met that make this whole hobby just really a lot of fun for us to bring to you on YouTube and share, this experience of building this car. So we got a lot in store coming up for Meldrum's Monster Garage over here at Ely's Garage in the future. We got another 70 Chevelle we're going to bring to you really quick. We got a 72 heavy Chevy that's coming out of the paint shop. We got other cars that are going over to Paul Clark for painting. And once again, thanks to Paul Clark for a lot of the assembly and paint work on this car. Just came out phenomenal. So what else, Mike? I don't know. That's it. We're good. For Meldrum's Monster Garage, want to wish all you guys a happy Thanksgiving. Get home, spend it with your families, and we'll see you out in the garage sometime soon. See ya! A couple more thank yous that I wanted to get out here. Tom, thank you for adjusting the headlights on this car. They came in handy as I was driving through the facility at night. And I want to thank Jim Brady for putting the taillights on the car and restoring the taillights and a bunch of other parts on the car that we bought from him. Thank you. And for the junk in the trunk, the little spray pattern, Tom Reitler, thank you. And everybody that gave us advice on how to build the car, from Rick Nelson to God, there are just so many people that gave us help on this car. Thank you all. I didn't mention your name. I'll think of it later, and we'll get you in the credits. See ya. Hey, Mark Meldrum, Meldrum's Monster Garage, and I was just going over this 1970 Chevelle, or El Camino, excuse me, and we were talking to Todd, the owner here. His mom and dad owned the car, and he came home from the hospital in this car. They're parked right behind us. And it's a beautiful LS5 car with air conditioning. And look at this. They're telling us that little bit of fluid left in the windshield wiper fluid reservoir is actually from when the car was brand new. That's what's left. The car was never really in the rain, so no reason to use it, right?
No, sir. That's what my dad said.
That's the story, and we're sticking to it. Really. And you came home from the hospital
I did.
in this El
Laid in
Camino.
My mom's lap. First car I ever rode in.
Wow. Really special. I love the white walls. I always say, the people in Detroit always said, if you didn't have white walls, you didn't have shit. So that's cool.
The blades were painted.
Ah, get out of here. Beautiful car. Beautiful car. Really special to look at these cars that are unmolested. Just a neat car.